Hello and what is up, my PharMore Money family? Hey, welcome back to another video. We're going to be talking today about the next Tesla that's going public via SPAC. It's one of those companies that, once again, it's an EV company. It's got a ton of upside if all goes well. Take caution, once again. I'm not a financial advisor. I just put videos together to basically talk about my favorite thing in the entire world, which is stocks and the stock market. So don't want you to think that I'm navigating you to go, put all your money into one specific thing or not. But hey, the EV market, what I can tell you, is going to absolutely increase and continue to increase over the next 5 to 10 years. It's better to get behind it now than sitting back and looking at this time period in 2030 or 2035, right? When everyone's of 10 to 15 years older, saying, man, I wish I would have invested back then. It kind of reminds me of my own journey with Tesla. Got in early and, ate the gains, and I'm still eating the gains off of Tesla to this day. NIO is very similar to that as well. So let's start talking a little bit about the next Tesla, and we'll go from there. So we're going to be talking today about Lucid Motors. Lucid Motors is going public via a SPAC called Churchill Capital, which is headed by Michael Klein. He's a venture capitalist. He's a billionaire as himself. He's got money. The deal is worth up to $1.5 billion. Now, here's the key thing that makes me stop at this stock and say, there's some promise and there's, I think, a ton of upside in the future, because it's being backed by Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund. So those of you that don't know, a sovereign wealth fund is basically, a lot of countries have these. Denmark has one, Indonesia, Saudi Arabia has one. It's basically a fund that the royalty uses to buy up investments. So for example, in the city of Chicago, all of the parking meters are owned by Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund. Not owned, but they have the rights to it. So every time you deposit or you go pull up at a parking spot in the city of Chicago, every one of those parking meters is ran by Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund. So the money goes direct to them. So it's very interesting to me, because if Saudi Arabia is backing a EV company, that tells me something, because Saudi Arabia has all the oil in the world to survive, to live off of, right? They have enough oil to supply another 200 years plus to the entire world's population, just off of the reserves that they've already, drawn oil from, not even going into some of the eastern oil fields or, beyond. So that tells me something, that there's a huge market here that they see in regards to Lucid Motors. Lucid will have production started on their vehicle in Arizona by the end of this year at their brand new facility. The first car is going to be called Lucid Air, and it's going to have incredible charging capabilities, and I'll talk a little bit more about that here shortly. All right, PharMore Money family. So Lucid batteries, right? So Lucid's car uses a standard lithium-ion battery cell. It has supply agreements with both Samsung and LG Chem. So, pretty standard. They've got the lithium-ion battery, kind of what Tesla uses as well, NIO at this point. I'm sure we're going to see a ton of diversification with this process as it moves forward in the EV market, especially when you've got, QuantumScape out there talking about building a brand new battery for the Apple Car possibility, right, out there. So there's a ton of upside on that end. Lucid Motors partnered with Electrify America to use their nationwide charging network for recharging. So they do have that contract in place. And the Lucid Air, which is this car shown right here, will be able to add 300 miles basically of travel in as fast as 20 minutes when using the station's 350 kilowatt charging capability. So extremely unique capability. The fact that it can charge for a whole day's trip, basically, or day's mileage, right, in 20 minutes, that's extremely incredible. So tons of upside on that itself. So Lucid will begin manufacturing here by spring of 2021 their Lucid Air car. They're basically moving into a $700 million facility in Arizona, and they intend to expand 5.1 million square feet by 2028 so that they can even build EVs faster than ever before. Phase 2 construction is expected to begin in early 2021 for this facility that they've got in Arizona, and Lucid wishes to bring out their cars by the end of 2021, which would be the Lucid Air, guys. Lucid also wishes to bring an SUV referred to as Project Gravity by 2023. So if the sedan comes out called the Lucid Air by the end of 2021, they will basically sit back and see how well it does in the EV market. Now, this will be a luxury sedan, guys. It will be state of the art. It's going to have incredible features on it, which I'll do another video just describing what the Lucid Air will look like and the specs behind it. But from my standpoint, I don't see how you can not go wrong in a company that is being invested so heavily by Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund. Once again, Saudi Arabia is the chief export of oil, gasoline, right, guys? So just think that through. If the country that produces oil at a rapid rate is jumping on Lucid Motors, there's something there that's untapped and we have to take a closer look at. Thanks so much. If you've enjoyed this video, if you did, please go ahead and hit the like button and please do subscribe. Turn on your notifications as videos are going to continue to pour in as we move forward through 2021. This is going to be the road and journey to wealth and to just massive portfolio returns as we move forward. Thanks, everyone.